Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Pinpoint Aim back at it again with another NBA 2K19 MyTEAM video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys what I think is the best method of sniping and making huge amounts of profit. It's going to include basically the historic cards that come out pretty often. But before we get started on that method, I'm going to show you guys this pack I just got. Apparently I didn't get it. Well, that's great. I just got a Rookie Sensations pack from a ball drop, but it's gone. So, rest in peace, my pack. Cue the sad music. Anyway, to start this off, essentially we do have the throwback packs in the market right now. So you've got the Pistons packs, and then they're combined with the Thunder and Seattle Supersonics. Then obviously you have boxes like normal. Now the main cards, the throwback elite cards are going to be these four, but our sniping method does not actually involve any of those guys. So what you're going to want to do is you go to the auction house and you're going to search by historic. So you go in theme and then you search it up in historic. Now, basically, you're going to search at the maximum buyout. And then what I usually do is I try at about 1600 because this is going to give you the best odds of getting, an actual snipe. And then you're going to scroll over to 3 hours and 50 to 59 minutes so that we can see what has just been listed. Now, so these cards have just been listed. None of these are really like great snipes or whatever. If you want, you're gonna have to learn the market. So like all these cards are usually listed for very cheap. Like except for this Daniel Marshall is usually not that cheap, so we can double check how much he is. And that one's gone actually. So I should have definitely sniped that card because I thought that there was a lot more up and that it was much cheaper, but apparently right now it's not. So the value of this card went up, and that just shows you how much profit that you can make off of each individual snipe. That card was just up for 1500. Now there's potential you could sell it for 10,000 right now, which probably not plausible. You could probably get 6, 7,000 for it, but still, people do buy these cards. So what I've found is a little bit better lately is because I usually snipe these historic cards and I just search for up to 1600 and then I'll search for up to 2300. The reason being is because I don't want to invest too much MT. It's super nice and easy for you guys to get started so that you can only, if you only have 10,000 MT or 5,000 MT, you can still snipe two cards. Like, right, you can make 1,000 profit or 500 profit or, however much you can buy and resell the cards for. But as we over to 3 hours and 50 or so minutes just to see what people have been listing. Um, there's just a bunch of cards up here that are really undesirable for me right now. Now, like some of them may be worth a little bit in, a few days or whatnot, because the value of these cards do go up when the packs get removed from the house. This Bill Lambier I'm gonna buy, but basically, these cards are going to go up extreme amounts in value when they do leave this auction, when they leave the packs. Then, so like cards like a Tabo Cephalosha that's in the packs right now, many people are pulling him, so they're going up for 2,000. And the same thing goes for that Daniel Marshall that's out right now. He hasn't been going for more than 2 to 3,000, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna buy a lot of the gold cards because that's the ones that usually are worth the most. For example, I have a bunch of Vinny Del Negros up right now, which is a gold card on the Spurs. Now, these Spurs players, they shouldn't be worth, crazy amounts of MT and whatnot, but They are worth a ton of MT. So if you would have picked up Vinny Del Negro when the Spurs pack was out, a week or two ago, and you could have picked him up for 1,000 or 1,500 a pop, then you would definitely be able to resell him now for at least most times of the day 5,000 MT. And so I can show you guys my auctions. I'm sure something sold. Yeah, so I sold a Shaq for 77.50. This is like a 82 overall Shaq. He's not a good card to play with by any means, but I bought him for definitely less than 2,000, I would say. So obviously that makes it worth it for me to list him for 77.50. But we can check that Lambeer really quick and see how much he's worth. Just bought him for 1,900. So yeah, so he's worth, 4,800 right now, 4,400 I see, which isn't bad at all. So, I just profited, even if I list him right there at like 4K or so, I just profited 2,000 almost after the taxes, 1,500, but that's a really solid profit and a flip you can make in a matter of minutes. So, that's my main way of sniping the historic cards. And, the packs that are out right now are mainly like the market is flooded with those Thunder and Supersonics players. I have been searching a lot of Eastern Conference. This allows you to have like a much, lower selection of players. You don't have to scroll as much. Even if I search around the same amount that I was searching at for the Western Conference player, for all the players all together, like I'm finding like, 20 players or whatever. This is a snipe, and that one could be, depending on how much I could sell for. But yeah, that Tyrone Hill I just bought for 22.50. Can definitely show you guys right now that he is worth much more than 22.50, or at least a decent amount more. So yeah, earlier this card was up for like 8K or something. So that's, the market is ever changing, but even, this one at 3K is gonna sell out, then the next one up is 34.50. I can still profit like 1,000 MT, if not more, off of this card if I just sell it at a different time. So it's all about playing the market, knowing when to sell your cards. You see that I listed a bunch of Damon Jones today. These cards are going for 10, 5, whatever, 4K and up right now, but at different times of the day they could be at 7 to 10. I sold one the other day for 10. And essentially I just bought a bunch of these gold cards from the when the packs were out, and then I bought them for like 2,000 or less per card. So if this helps you guys out, please let me know in the comments, drop a sub and drop a like. It would be much appreciated. Thank you guys.